Hey guys, welcome back. This is Khushbu and today we are going to talk about Form 10IC and 10ID of the Income Tax Act to opt for concessional tax rate. So now let's talk about what is corporate tax. So the corporate tax is applicable on the profits of the company or a corporation. This is applicable on a taxable income of the company. And taxable income of the company includes total revenue minus cost of selling the goods, administrative and operating expenses, and depreciation and cost of selling, marketing, research, development of the goods. And in other words, if we say the corporate tax is a direct tax applicable on all the companies registered under Companies Act in India. So, what is corporate tax rate concession? After 37 GST Council meeting held in 2019, the corporate tax rate cut came into picture, and resulting to which the corporate tax rate, which was 35% earlier, came to 25.7 including surcharge and cess. So this corporate tax rate concession is applicable only to those who are applying for this voluntary basis. So if you want to apply for this corporate tax rate concession, you have to file Form 10IC and 10ID. So what is Form 10IC? So every company which is incorporated or operating in India and paying corporate taxes under Section 115 BAB of the Income Tax Act are eligible to get benefit of this Form 10IC. After filing this Form 10IC, you will be eligible to get concessional tax rate, which is 22%, and it used to be 30% earlier. Okay, so now let's talk about functionality of Form 10IC. So Form 10IC is a voluntary basis form. So if every company wants to take benefit under this taxation, which is reduced taxation regime, they have to apply it on voluntary basis. And this form is considered valid only if it is authenticated by digital signature or EDC mode. You have to fill in the details like company's name, PAN, company's registered office address, date of registration, and the business activity of the company. Also, if you have adopted this scheme, you have to acknowledge the same. And the company who have opted this scheme have to drop the earlier taxation rate, which is 25% in earlier regime. So what is Form 10ID? So all the manufacturing companies which are registered after 1st October 2019 and willing to adopt the concessional tax rate, they have to file this Form 10ID. And new tax rate is 15%, which earlier used to be 25% including all the incentives. And this Form 10ID is optional for those who are paying taxation under Section 115 BAB of the Income Tax Act. So now let's talk about functionality of Form 10ID. So all the manufacturing units that wants to avail the benefit of concessional tax rate can avail the benefit by filing Form 10ID after filling basic details like commencement of manufacturing activity. And it is to be noted that all the requirements are fulfilled which is laid down by the government regarding this concessional tax rate scheme. And also it is to be noted that once the scheme is adopted, it cannot be dropped. And for all the companies that wants to take benefit under concessional tax rate scheme, they have to file this Form 10IC or 10ID before the due date of income tax return. So that's all from my end about Form 10IC and 10ID. This is Khushbu signing off for the day. Till then, goodbye. Take care.